Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Racing from Delaware Park. I'm your host tonight, John Kern, and we had a 9-race card scheduled for today. Unfortunately, we had 2 turf races scheduled for today, but we got some rain in the morning a couple times, I heard, and they decided to take them off the turf today and run them on the main oval. We saw some pretty good numbers on the card today. A few big fields there. Hopefully we'll be back on the turf come Monday. Again, we're racing Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday of next week. And next Saturday will be Delaware Oaks Day. We should have a pretty good crowd and a pretty good day there, featuring the $300,000 Grade 3 for fillies, the Delaware Oaks. That'll be next Saturday here coming up at Delaware Park. And then right after that is the Delaware Handicap. So we get in full swing early on in the meet here. But today, track fast, the turf again off. Let's start with today's first race, a starter allowance event. A field of 6 was entering for this race. And let's take a look at that field. And we're going to see them right now. There they are right there. The slate favorite is the 6 Bossy Bride for Rob Atras. We mentioned him on the show a lot, being a New York trainer there, and he took over for Robertino Diodoro with the stable up there. He's done quite well. Not a well-known name there. First time I think he shipped down to Delaware Park. He has 2 in today. The 6, the slate favorite at 9-5. Here's today's opener. And they're off. Pretty even start for them all. Twirling Liz now being asked to go in the early going. Bossy right up on the outside looking for a spot. Right now doesn't have one. Down to the inside landing zone has secured the rail as they make their way to that first turn. And Twirling Liz comes out on top. Bossy Bride still a bit wide around that bend. His heads apart for that second spot with landing zone toward the inside. Always a Queen 2 lengths further back and forth, followed by Special Included. Better Yet brings up the rear as they make their way around that first turn. Twirling Liz showing the way by a clear length over landing zone. Length further back to Bossy Bride, who's right there in third. Still 2 to Always a Queen, followed by Better Yet and Special Included. Only about 5 lengths separates the field as they make their way down the Delaware backstretch. Opening quarter in 22-4. Good solid tempo being set by Twirling Liz. Still leads it by about 1.25 lengths with landing zone still right there in second. Same gap now to Bossy Bride in third. 2 lengths to Always a Queen, Better Yet, and on the outside Special Included. Not much has changed down the backside. After a half and 46 seconds flat, they move into the turn. Twirling Liz now joined by Landing Zone. Bossy Bride is on the move in third, going after that leader now, which is Landing Zone, as dropping back on the inside, Twirling Liz. Moving up is Bossy Bride. It's a length further back to Always a Queen, trying to muster a rally, then Better Yet and Special Included with a quarter to go. Right now, it seems a 2-horse affair on the front end. Landing Zone drifting well out at the top of the turn as Bossy Bride tries to go by. Always a Queen has a nice seam to run through down toward the inside, if good enough for the furlong to go. Bossy Bride, Landing Zone are going at it head to head. Always a Queen is edging forward on the inside. A late rally from Better Yet on the far outside. Always a Queen took that rail run and has it to his advantage right now and begins to edge away. Always a Queen is going to take the opener. Going to be tight for a second. Landing Zone, I think, out bobbing Bossy Bride. Always a Queen. Carol Sedani has been red hot here at Delaware Park. There's Scott Lake, the Rapoli stable. You saw the Rapoli colors right there. Getting the win in the opener. Took the short way home there, and that's usually the best way around. 765, even 320. Second, the one Landing Zone for Claudio Gonzalez, returning 620 and 3 even. And third was the Rob Atras shipper, the 6 Bossy Bride, returning 240. 2-1 exacta, $40.20. 2-1-6 try, $87.20. Your dollar super with a 4 returned $249. Let's turn out to race number 2 on the card today. This is a waiver maiden claiming event. They're going 6 furlongs in here for the girls for the 3-year-old fillies. And in here we have a field of 10 going postward. A couple of first-time starters. One for Rickman Racing. Good to see them back in action for Cynthia Rickman there, as they'll send out the 6 Rica Chica and now Dale Capuano training that string there. In here, the 8 Talk You Out of It, another Rob Atras shipper with a slight, second choice, I would say. The 2 Award Wanted, a first-time starter, 8-1 on the morning line gap, but all the way down to 3-2. Danny Centeno for Claudio Gonzalez. It's going to be a fun finish to watch, and we're going to watch it now. And they're off. Pretty good start for them all. She's in the business away well. Music in the Air also vying for that lead, looking for Candy down toward the inside. Award Wanted is also right there. As they move down the backstretch, Music in the Air on the outside, Looking for Candy on the inside are now matching strides. A length and a further back, She's in the Business right there in third, followed by Talk You Out of It in fourth. Creative Alibi on the far outside. First time Marika Chica angles toward the inside for some clear sailing. Award Wanted has dropped back now as they race into the turn, followed by Willow Drive, Nemasini, and the trailer is Worst Best Idea Ever. Opening quarter went in 22-2 as they charge into that turn. Music in the Air on the inside. Talk You Out of It on the outside are still head to head. Creative Alibi's edging a bit closer. Looking for Candy toward the inside, followed by Rika Chica as they hit the top of the turn. Music in the Air toward the inside. Talk You Out of It on the outside are still heads apart. It's now 3 lengths further back. Creative Alibi's trying to kick it in. Award Wanted moving up between horses on the outside. Rika Chica under an eighth to go. Music in the Air has put away, it seems. Talk You Out of It now begins to edge away. On the outside, Creative Alibi's coming strong, as is Award Wanted. 4-way to the finish. It's going to be a tight one on the inside. Music in the Air. Surging Award Wanted may have gotten it. It's tight with Creative Alibi.
Award Wanted, who was up there, dropped back around the turn. I thought was hopelessly out of the race there. Comes surging down the lane for Danny Centeno. Well prepared by Claudio Gonzalez. This horse was working 48 and 48 down at Laurel there, was ready to run there, and really showed a lot of gameness to get up there, returning 5 even, 420, 280. Got bet down from 8-1 to 3-2, so you know the barn might have known something there. Second at big odds was the 4 Music in the Air, and that's for the Louisiana connections there. Brent Brickman bringing this one up there. Was in the barn of Dallas Stewart in Kentucky last year. And third was the 10. Another good effort there, only missed by a nose and a nose there, returning 360. 2-4 exacta, 57 even, 2-4-10 on the try, $510.80. Your super with the 8, $862, and you got the deuces double, a pair of twos returning $57 even. Our third race kicks off the pick 5 today, and we have a bit of a carryover. Nobody hit it on Wednesday, so we had $15,000 going into the pool today, and it was interesting until they took the races off the turf there. Then it made it wide open. Those two off-the-turf affairs were kind of like a hard ones to handicap there. But we're going to start with what we thought looked like a formful race in here. The 5, Mabel Island at 2-1. The 1, Dancer's Melody at 2-1 for Carol Cedeno. Once again, she's the red-hot jockey at Delaware Park right now.
And they're off. Well, Kiss for Carrots from the outside, going to go for that lead. Gray Hayes toward the inside, and Mabel Island. Those 3 across the track. Then we have another threesome. Dancer's Melody moves up on the inside of Quiet Imagination, and Miss Me Yet has dropped back to last. As they move down the backstretch, on the inside, Gray Hayes leads it by 3 parts. Mabel Island now being rated off that leader in second. Well, Kiss for Carrots has dropped back in third. Dancer's Melody looks to move up toward the inside. Next in line, that's Quiet Imagination, and Miss Me at the trailer about 6 or 7 lengths off that lead. Opening quarter went in 22 flat. Gray Hayes showing the way, leads it by 3 parts of a length. On the outside, looking to move up there. Here comes Mabel Island up there. 3 wide will Kiss for Carrots. Dancer's Melody advancing nicely toward the inside. We'll need a rail run opening up, and that could happen in just a few seconds. Next in line as they make the way to Quiet Imagination. Miss Me at 5 with a shot as they head for home, and Dancer's Melody cuts that corner nicely. Now 6 ahead in front of Gray Hayes. Quiet Imagination found to seem to run through. She's putting in a kick. It's going to be Dancer's Melody and Quiet Imagination to duel down the lane. Dancer's Melody, Quiet Imagination trying to power by. Dancer's Melody on the inside. On the outside, Quiet Imagination to the line. Dancer's Melody may have held off. It's a
Dancer's Melody, who was running route races there. You know my route to Spread Angle there. Tim Ritchie is now 2 for 2 on the meet. I think he had the dam here, Urban Dancer, so he's got a couple of runners out of that mare there. And Carol Cedeno, once again on board for the win. She just doesn't make too many mistakes, does she? She's always in a good spot in the race there and gets the horses, gets a lot of run out of those horses there. That's why she wins so many races there. She doesn't beat herself. Winner returns 620, 320, and 240. The 2 just missing their Quiet Imagination for Tim Woolley and Tyler Connor, 480 and 280. And third was the 7, Will Kiss for Carrots, returning 380. Your 1-2 exacta return 2280. 1-2-7 try $87. 2-1 double $26.80. The pick 3 2-2-1 $70.50. Your super with the 4 returned $103.90. Now the 4th race was slated for the turf course there, but again we were off the turf today, so we're going to run this one at 5 furlongs on the main oval. In here the scratches are the 1, the 7, the 11, 12, 13, and 14. Now, being on the dirt, who's going to be the favorite? Well, late money came rolling in on the 2 Big Affair. This was 10-1 in the morning line. Jose Ferrar in to ride, and Jose's a good speed jockey there. Had the rail, had some speed. We expect that to go right to the front and see what happens there. End result for Ham Smith, I thought was a solid second choice at 2-1. Here they go.
And they're off. They're across the track vying for that early lead. And down toward the inside, Big Affair will come out on top by about a half. Passion's Image right there in second. Blues Mary toward the inside third. Grand Skylark between horses. End results up there 3 wide. A length further back to The Devil Made Me Do It, followed by Rapidash Queen. La Venezolana is your trailer as they make their way quickly into the turn, with Big Affair showing the way by about a length. Passion's Image, though, putting some pressure on just a bit in second. 2 lengths to Grand Skylark in third. End results trying to muster a rally in fourth. Dropping back toward the inside. That's Blues Mary as they make their way around the bend. Rapidash Queen rallies on the far outside. Top of the turn, they've got Big Affair to catch. Big Affair opening quarter winning 21-3. Let's see how much he has left. Big Affair in front by 3 lengths. Passion's Affair is trying to rally up on the outside. Grand Skylark also kicking it in with a 16th to go. Big Affair is trying to hold on gamely. Grand Skylark is coming on the outside. Passion's Image between horses. Here comes Grand Skylark to run on by. Grand Skylark will win it.
And Grand Skylark gets the job done for Carol Cedeno. First time Lasix for Susan Cooney in this one. And the winner edged away in the final yards, 23-40, 760, 660. I thought the 2 Big Affair was a winner turning for home with Jose Ferrar, but couldn't hold on, 360 and 320. And third was the 6 Passion's Image, returning 520. Winning 4-2 exact on $98, 426 on the try, 621.60. The 1-4 double, 52.60. Your pick 3 return, $100 even. The superfecta there with the 10, $2,488. And your early pick 4 comes back $560.30. On to the 5th race. If you got knocked out of the early pick 5 and you didn't win the pick 4, well, you got another chance here with the pick 5 starting race number 5. Actually, the pick 4 starting race number 5. It's going 6 furlongs in here. Scratch the 5, left us with a field of 6. We have Carol Cedeno, who picked up the mount on the 4, Cheese On. Can she do it again? Well, the favorite in here is Jack Straight at 9-5. Fish Fan, the 1, is 2-1.
And they're off. Fish Fan breaks one on the inside, but there goes Cheese On and High Roller to vie for that lead. Cheese On has it by almost a length, but rushing up on the inside, here comes Fish Fan quickly to challenge as they race down the backstretch. High Roller now settles in the third, then up on the outside, Grosco. Down toward the inside, that's Jack Straight, and the trailer, as they race toward the half-mile marker, is Don't Make It Easy. They're bunched up there with just under a half to go. On the inside, Fish Fan. On the outside, Cheese On her head-to-head. High Roller still right there. Up on the outside, long shot, Grosco is trying to move forwardly. Down toward the inside, Jack Straight. Then 2 lengths further back to Don't Make It Easy. But only about 5 lengths separates the field with 3/8 to go. Fish Fan and Cheese On still going at it. High Roller still right there in third, followed by Grosco. Jack Straight has dropped back a bit, and Don't Make It Easy continues the trail at the top of the turn. Fish Fan trying to fend off Cheese On. Up on the outside, here comes High Roller. Far outside, Grosco still with a shot. Jack Straight has the rail. 5 with a shot, I'd say, with a furlong to go. And on the outside, High Roller. On the inside, Fish Fan is trying to battle back. Jack Straight is coming on the inside. It's High Roller trying to edge away. High Roller will prevail. Going to be tight for a second. Looks like Fish Fan hangs on over Jack Straight.
High Roller gets the win here. Roberto Alvarado Jr. on board for Oscar Mencia. And this Maryland shipper returned 960, 560, and 340. Second, the 1 Fish Fan returning 320 and 280. And third was the 2 Jack Straight returning 220. Winning exact, the return $35 even. 612 in the try, $72.80. Your 4-6 double returns $159.40. The pick 3 comes back $186.90. And your superfecta there with a 7 returns $135.80. We did have a claim in that race. It looks like the group that had the horse before back in November at Parks and lost the horse there for I think $5,000. 3 Amigos Racing LLC and Jorge Diaz got the horse back there for the claiming tag of $62.50. So it returns Fish Fan to the barn of Jorge Diaz. Now, before we continue on with the Final 4 and the Ohio Derby, if I didn't mention it earlier in the show, we are going to show you that race, the $500,000 Ohio Derby at Thistledown today. Let's see what's on tap tomorrow here at Delaware Park. And the action starts at 12 noon with Gulfstream Park. Also 12 noon for Saratoga Harness, 12:40 Chester, 1 o'clock it's Woodbine. And we have an addition to that schedule because it's updated almost on a daily basis. In fact, sometimes it seems like every minute. Churchill Downs is running tomorrow. How about that? So they'll be on the fold. They'll be on the show tomorrow. We'll have Churchill, we'll have Belmont Park, and we'll have Gulfstream Park on the show tomorrow. So throw Churchill Downs in there. I think it's a 1 or 1:15 start right in there. You'll be here in time, I'm sure. 1 o'clock, there we go. 1:15 for Belmont. I think, is it closing day at Churchill? I'm not sure. I believe Keelan's going to open up next weekend, so they may have a few days left. I have to check my schedule on that. Anyhow, we have a June schedule, not a July schedule yet. Anyhow, we have 1:15 for Belmont Park. 1:50, there's Ellis. No, Ellis is not running tomorrow, I do not believe. That's where Churchill Downs comes into play. So we're doing this on the fly. So I believe it is Churchill Downs running tomorrow, and Ellis has given their dates away, I believe, in the first week or so of the meet. To Churchill Downs and to Keeneland next weekend. Ellis will start after that. Running Aces is at 2 o'clock. 4 o'clock for Lone Star, Los Alamitos, and Tioga. 5 for Pocono and Prairie Meadows. 5:45, it's the Northern California Fair Meet. 6 for Northfield. 6:30 for Oak Carl. 7 for Mountaineer. 7:15 for Georgia Down. 8:10 for Hawthorne Harness. They ran till like 1 o'clock in the morning last. I just happened to turn on TVG. It was on 12:45. They're still running the Hawthorne. I don't know how many races they ran. I think it was race number 15. And around 8:15 for Century Mile. Now, let's get back to the action at Delaware Park for Saturday. We're going to pick things up with race number 6. That usually comes after race number 5. Yes, indeed. The 6th race going 6 furlongs in here. These are bottom maiden claimers in here. We have a field of 9 going postward. In here, Carol Sedano is looking for another win on the Baby Bam Bam for trainer Jamie Ness. He got off a bit of a slow start, Jamie did. He hasn't won a whole lot, but he's hitting the board a lot. 7 seconds and 3/3 up right now. He's due to break out and go on a win streak there. He's got the favorite, the Baby Bam Bam, with a hot jockey here, Carol Sedano.
And they're off. Victory Time breaks well, goes right for that lead. Up on the outside, Fair Winds. Down on the inside, La Smarty's on the move. Followed by, up on the far outside, Smoking Baby. Cougar Vision is moving up quickly between horses there. Princess Marisol has the rail. Then comes Baby Bam Bam, and your trailer is, well, not the trailer right now, because Blue Ridge Rose has 1 beaten down the backstretch, and that's Hey Lou, who's way, way behind. Opening quarter went in 22-4 as they make their way into the turn. And on the front end, Cougar Vision on the outside. La Smarty on the inside are going at it head-to-head. Victory Time is right there in third. Baby Bam Bam looking to move up in between horses as they make their way around the bend. On the front end now, it is Cougar Vision sticking a neck in front. Victory Time is on the move. On the outside, Baby Bam Bam is looking to proceed. They're about 5 across the track as they hit the top of the turn. Fair Winds also with a nice shot. They've got a furlong to go. Cougar Vision trying to fend off Baby Bam Bam, who angles of the inside, is putting in a strong run. On the outside, Fair Winds is hanging a bit, as is Victory Time. It's down to 2, it appears, and slipping on through. It's Carol Sedano and Baby Bam Bam. Carol Sedano is going to win another. She may be the hottest jockey in the country.
There it is. Baby Bam Bam, Carol Sedano with another win. Jamie Ness, the trainer, returning 460, 240, and 220. Jose Ferraro on the 4, finished second once again, returning 380 and 340. And look at this for the show dough. The 5 Victory Time returns $28 even. Now, the exacta may not pay a whole lot, $23.20. The try, a healthy $405. The double, $34.80. Your pick 3 returns $204.20, but a couple of bombers underneath the 2 favorites in that race. And look what the superfecta pays. It'll come back. Do we have it? There it is. For the 6, $3,279 for the dollar payout. Even for a dime, you get a nice healthy payout in there of over $327, and that's with the chalk on top. So, you know, you can play with a favorite on top there and cash a nice ticket every now and then, but you have to get those bombers underneath it. Now let's move on to race number 7, another off-the-turf event in here. Scratches the 2, the 3. We can also take out the 11, the 13. The 14 does draw in here. One of those off-the-turf races, and it's wide open indeed. Let's watch race number 7.
We're about set, and they're off. Being pushed along, Gypsy Girl goes for the lead, but has company from Waft, a ring thing. Up on the outside, that is looking for a spot. Oh, along on the extreme outside, Mary's Song is going to be caught about 6 wide. Truly Red is in between horses. Also right there in the fray, that was Suko, and Suko moves up in the third now. But on the front end, Gypsy Girl leads it by about a length. Suko's a little headstrong there, wants to pull and gets into that second spot now. We'll try and settle off the leader, it appears. Then comes Truly Red, and up on the outside, Mary's Song has had a wide journey all the way around so far. Then comes a ring thing. Wafta's drop back, followed by Glossamer next in line. Between horses, Jacobella's on the move, followed by Flat Out Screaming as they make their way down the backstretch, and far back along came Betty. Opening quarter went in 23-3 as they approach the half-mile marker. Gypsy Girl leads it by a half length. Suko's going nicely, it appears, on the outside in second, followed by Truly Red looking to advance toward the inside of horses as they race into the turn. On on the front end. There goes Suko now to the front. Truly Red's going to try to follow that one. Gypsy Girl is dropping back. Then comes Jacobella on the move. Mary Song is still wide around the bend. Then comes a Ring Thing. Glossamer's next in line with 3/8 to go. Suko leads it now by 3.5 lengths and is looking strong. Truly Red has tried to cut that margin but can't do it as Jacobella takes up the chase, taking over second, followed by Mary Song as they turn for a home. Tim Ritchie looking to go undefeated so far in the meet. He's looking pretty good right now as Suko is drawing away with every stride by 7, 8, maybe 9. Jacobella clearly second right now, followed by a Ring Thing on the inside and Mary Song up the outside, but it's all Suko down the lane. Suko will prevail.
Well prepared by Tim Ritchie. This horse hadn't run since, I think, October 2018. Didn't do much there. Had some time off there. Comes back to the races and was ready to roll there. Tim Ritchie Racing Stable. Tim Ritchie, I believe, has had 3 starters at the meet with 3 winners, and they've all paid pretty good. Roberto Alvarado Jr. aboard. This horse, by the way, was Delaware certified. So you're picking up all sorts of money in here. I forgot to mention, I should mention more of these Delaware certified winners when they win. We used to have the sign go up last year, right, Elaine? She has it. She's going to bring it. I think it has cobwebs on it right now. It's been off for like 8 months. But next time we'll give you that Delaware certified. There it goes. Delaware certified winner. Congratulations. Okay. Now I got to read the prices. $20.60, $11.27.80. Second was the 6. Jacobella got up for place. $19.80, $11.80, and third one's the 14, returning $3.60. Exacta 9 and 6, $4.80, $4.60. The 9, 6, 14 try $5,471. You can't complain about the prices so far here at Delaware Park. 8, 9 double $91.80. Pick 3 $161.60. And we have a superfecta with the 8, $11,304.10. Another healthy pick 5, nearly $10,000, $9,871 in the pick 5. Let's move on to race number 8. 2 more races to go. This is a nice allowance event here. This is for 3-year-olds which have not won 2. They're going a mile. Late scratch in here was the 2. Ran off there in the post spray there. Left us with a field of 6. And the big favorite coming from Parks, where this one horse scored an impressive win, I believe, at Parks for trainer John Service. Frankie Pennington came in to ride. The 5 Irish Cork was the heavy 3-5 favorite.
And they're off. They come away in alignment. All 6 across the track. Let's see who comes out on top toward the inside. Ashrack angles to the rail. Has a slight advantage as they race into that turn. Ashrack leads it by about a length. Irish Cork, the favorite, ranging up on the outside. Market Mover is right there in between them. Then a gap or 2 to Paradise Pride, well in hand it appears. Benny Havens, in order for Porky, is at the back of the pack as they make their way around that first turn. Opening quarter went in 23 and 3, and on the front end, it's Ashrack, still under a nice hold, leads it by maybe a head. Irish Cork is right there in second, down toward the inside. Market Mover as they make their way down the backstretch. Paradise Pride is also amongst that group, and now taking over that third spot with Market Mover back in the fourth. Then comes Benny Havens, and far back now, Order for Porky is now getting well behind. Half in, 46 and 4 as they make their way into the turn, and on the front end, Ashrack, Irish Cork, and Paradise Pride. Those 3 across the track with 3/8 to go. Market Movers in behind them, and Benny Havens, and still far back to the trailer, Order for Porky. Around the bend, Cedeno sends Paradise Pride to the front and quickly has it by a length and a half. Toward the inside, Irish Cork couldn't go with that one. Followed by, down toward the inside, Ashrack trying to muster a rally. Followed by Market Mover, and on the outside, Benny Havens as they turn for home. Cedeno's looking for a 5th of the day, and she's in command with Paradise Pride in front by 5 or 6. Irish Cork trying to hang on to second, now being passed by Market Mover with the 16th to go. It's all Carol Cedeno in the first 5 days at Delaware Park. Another win, number 5 on the day, wins it by 6.
And as I think I said, she might be the hottest jockey in the country. She probably is. On her percentage for the first 5 days of the meet there, it's incredible. Right now, she may have the jockeys race wrapped up before you get to the end of July. Winner returns 8 even, 440 and 240. That's how dominant she's been so far. Rodolfo Sanchez Salomon for the Canova Stable LLC. Second, the 4 Market Mover. Third was the 5, the favorite Irish Cork. Exacta 51.40. 145 on the Tri returns $94.80. Your 9-2 double, 24.40. That 9-1 double, 144.40. We got a consolation double coming up here. And actually, the pick 3 returned $172. The consolation pick 3, $33. Super with the 3, $102. And the dollar pick 4 returned $893.90. On to the 9th and final today at Delaware Park, going 5.5 furlongs. Carol Cedeno is looking for win number 6 on the 2, Data Princess.
Set. And they're off. Mary Alice breaks well toward the outside, as does Damascella. Alfardini down toward the inside. Policymaker rushing up there. Those four across the track in the early going. It's about 2 lengths further back to Tough and Buff toward the inside. That's looking to move up Data Princess. And the trailer, as they pass the half-mile marker, is Upper Charlize D's. They race into the turn, and on the front end, Damascella toward the outside sticks ahead in front of Policymaker. Up on the outside, Mary Alice is going well, racing in third. Silking up there 3 wide now is Tough and Buff. Followed by Data Princess, who's dropped back just a bit. Alfardini next in line, and far back to Upper Charlize D's. They've got a quarter to go with Damascella and Mary Alice squaring off as they turn for home. Tough and Buff is trying to gain on the top 2, racing in third at the top of the stretch. Damascella toward the inside. Mary Alice on the outside now. Mary Alice to the front by almost a length. Damacella's back in second. A gap of 2 lengths further back to Tough and Buff, who's trying to kick it in. But a 16th to go. Mary Alice has taken command. Mary Alice and Tyler Connor will win this one.
Mary Alice and the familiar Old Coach Farm silks of Mike Gorham, the trainer there. Tyler Connor on board for the win. And it was a nice one indeed. 960, 380, and 360. Second, the 5, Tough and Buff, 260, 240. Third, 6, Damascella returning 580. 7-5 exact, the 2560. 7-5-6 on the Trime, return 175.60. 1-7 double, $33. Pick 3 for $1, $69.80. Your superfecta there with the 2, 280, and the pick 3 return 4, 73.20. Now we have time for the entire race. It is the Ohio Derby from Thistledown. A couple of scratches in here. The 13 and the 15. We had 13 horses going posted in the $500,000 Ohio Derby. Let's watch.
Locked up. And they're off in the Ohio Derby. Dean Martini from the rail broke alertly, and Lebda has speed. From the outside, established and stormed the quarter to the front. Rowdy Yates is also in the firing line. Bear Alley is up close. Dak Daniels there. Honor Righteous is just behind the leaders, with Sprawl saving ground along the inside as they hit the clubhouse turn. And Lebda now takes a short lead. Rowdy Yates right there with Dean Martini along the inside. Furthest outside is Storm the Court. He's in the front 5. Dak Daniels in and amongst rivals. Sprawl along the rail sits 4 lengths off the lead, just in front of Bear Alley. Honor Righteous is moving up 3 deep. Then there's a gap back to South Bend. He's about 8 lengths off the lead. 3 currently clear of Informative. It's another 5 back to Code Runner, and the trailer early is Rogue Element. They continue down the backstretch, 4.5 furlongs to go with Lebda in front. Rowdy Yates along the inside. South Bend's moved up 3 wide. Established is right there. Dean Martini's punching through on the inside, and there goes Dean Martini. He's the first to make a move. Sprawl is trying to follow him through on the inside. Then it's Bear Alley with Dak Daniels. Storm the quarters outside. We come even further now to Code Runner as they round the far turn. The leader is Dean Martini, but Lebda's right there. Lebda and Dean Martini together. They've gone 3 lengths clear of Rowdy Yates and Storm the Court. Sprawl's trying a rail rally right now. Sprawl is just behind them in 5th. South Bend moves up on the far outside, and it's Dean Martini. Dean Martini at the top of the stretch. Lebda's back to 2nd. He can't keep up with Dean Martini. Here's Rowdy Yates along the inside. South Bend and Storm the Quarter gaining ground. It's Dean Martini, 1/16 to go. South Bend on the far outside. Storm the Court. Dean Martini still in front. Here comes South Bend.
Upset victory for Dean Martini. Claimed 2 starts ago for $50,000 by Tom Amos. Gets the win. Local jockey Rafael Mejias gets the win. Nice for him. A $500,000 pot. That was the Ohio Derby. South Bend finished 2nd. And this year's Breeders' Cup Juvenile winner Storm the Court was 3rd. How did we do at Delaware Park today? Well, let's take a look and see what the handle was. It was a pretty good day for a Saturday. A lot of competition. $1,331,076 for the Saturday handle, with a lot of tracks running and some good races around the country. Not too bad for a Saturday. Then again, reminder, next Saturday is Delaware Oaks Day, followed by the Delaware Handicap on July 11th. Hope you can make it out for those big races. That's a wrap. See you for live racing on Monday. Good night, everybody.
Delaware Park. 7 yards to go. The mask is going to be an easy winner. Going into the wire. The mask